Hey guys, JR Cook here, and in this video I'm going to be talking all about how to find your reason why, how to stay driven towards a purpose and see that purpose through all the way until it's accomplished. So I'm going to start off by talking about the power of why, and not just the power of why, but the power of why not fail, because that's really where we need to start. It's much more powerful than a reason for doing something is a reason why not to do it, or why not do it, basically. Because our brains are wired to draw us towards things that we think that are going to draw us pleasure into our life, and to repel us against things that we think are going to bring us pain. And it's actually much more powerful for us to want to avoid pain than to gain some sort of pleasure. And I know that that might seem a little counterintuitive, but it's true. And so when we want to come across any sort of task, well, let me just tell you my story. So it was my 27th birthday when I woke up and decided to change my life. And within 3 days, I had quit my job and I was working on what I was calling at my time just my internet business. I was like, I'm building my internet business. I'm building my internet business. It's going to give me all this freedom. I'm going to be able to travel. I'm going to be able to do all this stuff. Well, guess how long I was an epic failure at that? I was an epic failure at that up until the point where I learned the power of why. Because it was the power of why that, one, got me to take consistent action, and it also got me to get clear on my purpose. Why am I doing all of this stuff? Right? So when coming across a certain task that I want to get done, like, we'll just start with the macrocosmic one for me. So some of my major goals in life are, one, to have an amazing family. I know what kind of wife I want. I know what kind of children I want. Like, I know what kind of how many books I want to write per year. I know how many videos I want to put out per week. I know how good the quality is of the videos that I want, to come out, like, which is absolutely the best I can possibly do, including the books, including all the value that I create, right? And so these are all the things that I want, right? And yeah, it feels good to want this, it feels good to want, yeah, I want this stuff, I want this financial abundance, yeah, I want, to be able to go get on my boat and, sail across the Gulf of Thailand and all of these things that I want, but that's really not gonna drive me as much as what I don't want. And so when I ask myself, what is it that it will cost me if I don't follow through right now in taking action every single day to make sure that my dreams are realized? And I ask myself, what will it cost me? But not only me, but what will it cost my family? What will it cost my friends? What will it cost the world if I'm not putting out this content, that I have it within me, and I know that I can reach out, and I know that I can inspire people to just improve the quality of their lives, and if I don't do it, what's it costing? How does that make me feel? To be so selfish as to not follow through with something so simple that could help so many people. How does it make me feel to not lay out all the groundwork right now to where I am where I need to be at the moment when I'm supposed to start my family? What will it cost my family? What will it cost my kids? Are they going to have to grow up the same way that I had to grow up? How does that make me feel? And I just feel all these emotions, like, man, the kind of woman that I want to be with isn't going to want to be with a loser who is not following through on these actions right now. Right? And it sounds kind of depressing, and it is until you flip it. So then after you do the things that you don't want to happen, your reasons why not to fail, you do your reasons to achieve. And the reasons to achieve are just that. Okay, now that I know that I definitely don't want to fail at this, what am I going to gain by doing it? And then so I think about, say it's a book or something. A book's slightly different. Let's see, a book is like a stepping stone for this ultimate life version of me. So I'll say, yeah, a book, a task. And why not follow through with this book? I already named all the reasons. Why follow through with it? Because it's laying the foundation that will give me not only the resources, not only have built the wealth that my family needs, but also gives me the self-confidence to know that I'm a person that follows through. And confidence is what's going to attract the love of my life into my life. Confidence gives me the ability to achieve so much more. It gives me the confidence to just know that I can learn anything, that I can do anything. And as I continue to take these actions and receive the rewards, the positive rewards that keep on coming, it builds me up in an upward spiral that gives me just this unstoppable growth that allows me to achieve everything that I can possibly imagine. So that's a pretty compelling thing to tell myself, right? Why to follow through with something, why not to go along with it. And that's the power of why, really. You just find your why, and more importantly, you find your why not to fail. And I just finished a chapter of a book on stopping procrastinating, and it had a lot to do with this, and so that's why I wanted to make this video now. But yeah, I mean, this exactly, my why is exactly why I do all that I do. That's why I do all of the content that I create, all of the books that I write, the old lady that I help across the street. It's because ultimately I believe that I'm here to create as much blessing in the world as I possibly can. And I define it to myself, and I'm not saying that this is like what people should do. This is just me. But I define it to myself that if I don't do my absolute best every day, then I've failed. But if I do my absolute best, no matter what happens, no matter what the results are, no matter if things seem to be turning out successfully or not, every time my head hits the pillow that night, I can just smile. Because I know that I did my best, and that's all that I can rightly ask of myself. And so that's why I always do my best with everything, this video, everything that I do. And that is what propels me, and that's what gets me to do all of this stuff every single day. And so find your why. What is it that you want out of life? And what is that going to give you in your life if you have it? And what's it going to take away from you if you don't have it? That's all I have for you today. Live your life with purpose, and your dreams will be yours. I'll see you next time. Bye.